Welcome back. Our next guest took on the biggest challenge of her career when the COVID-19 pandemic hit. As Executive Vice President and Chief Corporate Affairs Officer at Pfizer, Sally Sussman was tasked with winning over the hearts and minds of people around the world who would need to accept the concept of a new vaccine really quickly. Pfizer's public outreach has been contributed to 81% of the U.S. public being partially or completely vaccinated against COVID-19. And in her new book, Breaking Through, Communicating to Open Minds, Move Hearts, and Change the World, Sally shares how her company managed the massive communications challenge that came with COVID-19 and how she was able to break through the noise to get her company's message out effectively. And she joins us now. I love the book. I read it all, as you know, because we did the pod. But I want to start with your last chapter just because it fits into the show that we have today. And the final chapter is called Why is Everyone So Angry? Seek Harmony, which is one of your tips to breaking through. Talk to me about that chapter and where we are today and that advice.
Well, thank you for having me. I'm so thrilled to be here. And you're right, listening to your show or looking at any of the recent polling data, we see how deeply divided the world is. And so I end my book with a chapter on seeking harmony, because I think we have to stop arguing to win every point and really create a condition where we can have a civil conversation, a way to connect with each other, and to keep the thought in mind that maybe, just maybe, the other person has a valid point of view.
So another one of you have really, really important leadership advice for the readers here. You say disarm with humility. To the point you were just making, empower the truth as well. Delight with humor, which I think is, especially for women, I think we struggle sometimes just to fill the room with words and not give things time to have their moment and let topics breathe, because we want to get to the goal so badly. And in a way, we forget to have fun and to be present in the moment. So delight with humor is an important piece of advice, also kind of hard if you're not relaxed.
Yeah, it's
right?
True. It's true. The book is a communications book, but it's also, as you say, a leadership book.
Yeah.
And in my experience working with 9 CEOs and many elected officials, I believe that we need to connect the dots between communications and strong leadership. It's a difference maker for people, and we need to understand that communications is not a soft skill.
No.
It's a rock-hard competency. And all of the things that you're saying people need to do are so important. To enjoy the moment, to pause,
slow down,
to not rush, to listen.
Yeah, it's very, very in sync with the know your value message. Let's get to some of these others. You say channel your intentions is an important leadership and communication skill. How do you do that? What does that look like? Spell it out for us.
It's a pause between any communications, whether it's even just an email to your kids or a phone call with your parents or a major speech or an opportunity to be here with you this morning. I think it's tremendously important to stop, breathe, think, and say, this is what I want to achieve. This is why I'm here. This is why I'm talking.
And so how did that play out in the pandemic when in a rush, like the biggest rush I think the world has seen or a company has seen in the middle of a pandemic, how does that apply to trying to send a message that the vaccine is safe and all of you need to take it?
Well, I tried to be very intentional about the way in which we communicated and worked during the pandemic, because not only did Pfizer have a scientific revolution, we also had a reputational opportunity to reintroduce ourselves, to explain why our work matters, to be purposeful, transparent, and candid in everything that we did. And I think that's why Pfizer's brand went from a lagging reputation brand to a top 10 global brand.
And you say perfect your pitch. Did that happen along the way during the pandemic?
We tried. We used phrases like science will win, the only enemy is the virus. We tried to really hit the high notes that are so important.
The second piece of advice on the list here, muster the courage for candor. That advice applies to you personally and professionally in terms of your career. I don't know where you want to go with this.
We can go anywhere you want.
I love how you used candor in your interview for this job with the CEO of Pfizer. I mean, one of the biggest companies in the world, most powerful CEOs, and you're sitting there, and it's like almost the first question. Well, it was just supposed to be a conversation piece, Sally, but you went there.
Well, when asked early in an interview, what does my husband do? I took the moment to realize I needed to be candid, I needed to be authentic, and I shared as warmly and graciously as I could that, in fact, I have a wonderful spouse. She is a great source of support to me in my career, and that I wanted to be open about who I am, and that has served me well in my career. I'm very grateful to have had the chance to be courageous and candid on that point.
All right, and really quick, I love that story. Really quickly, explain the concept of why you are making sure that you continue to work in Russia when a lot of companies pulled out.
We are maintaining our commitment to not earn a penny of profit in Russia and to donate every penny that we make to relief causes in Ukraine. And I think it's important for companies to take a stand. And you see that increasingly. And navigating your way through to a set of values that you communicate in the world is just so important.
The new book is entitled Breaking Through, Communicating to Open Minds, Move Hearts, and Change the World. Sally Sussman, always good to see you and great to have you on the show. For more with Sally, check out my podcast series at mikastraightup.com or knowyourvalue.com.